offense to try to get some runs over the course of this game, which they did with a great performance by Will Smith today with those 3 RBIs. But overall, they got those runs they needed. But the story is Yamamoto.
Absolutely was the story of the night, and he's the first Dodger pitcher since Oral Hershiser to throw back-to-back complete games in the postseason in 1988. Here are these last 2 starts. Game 2 in the NLCS against the Brewers. Game 2 tonight in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Allows 1 run each time. 111 pitches last time. Only 105 pitches to get through 9 innings tonight, Nomar. And I think that's part of the story as well, because his first 3 innings, there was a lot of stress over those first 3 innings, and then nothing after that.
He really settled down. I loved his post-game interview where he said, it's the World Series. I think I got the tension, allowed the tension to get to me, and I said I have to focus on relieving that tension, relaxing more. And boy, did he relax. He settled in. He was on point. He was making good first pitch strikes, first pitches with an aggressive team where there are times you can be efficient. When you have a team that's that aggressive, you have to be on point and execute early on in that bat. And it seemed like he was able to do that and really keep them off balance. A really good hitting team in the Blue Jays. And it was just such a great performance, exactly what the Dodgers needed. We said before the game, he's your ace, and you need your ace to step up big in the biggest moments, and Yamamoto did exactly that.
You know, I know it's in different ways, but he kind of reminded me a little bit of Greg Maddux, kind of used the other team's aggressiveness, the Blue Jays, against them. So, yes, he had that first inning, a lot of traffic, a lot of pitches, but they continue to be aggressive. He said, okay, if you're going to continue to be aggressive, I'm going to use my breaking ball, my cutter, to allow them to put the ball in play, but put it in play weakly, and allow my defense to make a play. Here in the 9th inning, Justin Dean does a great job getting over there, makes a play. And how about this located fastball? Remember we talked about yesterday, a lot of the pitches that were doing damage, center cut in the middle of the plate. Guess what? Big league hitter, especially a team like that, they're going to square it up. But when you're making your pitches, especially with 2 strikes or, let's say, 1-2, and the pitcher like Yamamoto is ahead of the count, now you can really use all your pitches, elevate that fastball or that slow breaking ball, the cutter, and obviously that devastating split. What an incredible performance. Kind of like Maddux-esque. Obviously, Yamamoto has a little bit more velocity, but using all his pitches and knowing how to pitch. What a great job.
Obviously, it's a 9-inning game, Jerry, but sometimes you can have turning points early on in a game. We saw that in that first inning because Springer leads off with a 2-strike double, and then they have a bloop single. First and third, nobody out. This could have been a completely different game, but he gets out of this mess.
Let me tell you something, guys. We know this. Nomar, you know this. In order to get an ace, you get an ace early.
Yes.
You have a chance to get him. First and third, nobody out. You got, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This was, I think, a huge play because Kirk is trying to shoot the hole. He almost does line drive out and that breaking ball. And now Yamamoto is walking off the mound unscathed. Y'all boys had your chance. Yep. I'm going to go out there and do my thing because they had their chance. And they were unable to scratch a run there. What a great job. I just want him to limit the damage. If you just give 1 run right there, great job. He goes out of that first inning, no runs allowed. Great job.
Momentum, right? I mean, that was mentioned before the game. Does momentum matter? Yes. And that first inning, the Dodgers score. And the way they scored in the first inning was a 2-out RBI. That was really good by the offense to be able to get that run. So that was huge, feeling that momentum on the Dodgers side. Now, if the Blue Jays were able to get that run back, it definitely shifts, gets that crowd back in there. And they had the opportunity to not only score 1, but possibly more in that inning with the heart of their lineup coming up, especially with Vladimir Guerrero, who's just on fire and swinging the bat great. But him to be able to get out of that inning with a 0, it really changed the whole momentum within that stadium. And listen, Blue Jays battled back. Gausman, I tell you, he stifled the Dodgers offense for a while. This felt like a game that Yamamoto has pitched throughout the season because it seemed like the Dodgers were scoring any runs for Yamamoto. And man, it took a while, but they finally did.
It's funny. I think Gausman, a lot of the hitters, Dodger hitters have faced him before. I think they were sitting soft a lot tonight, and that fastball got on him. But again, Dodgers found a way to win. That's the key.
Yeah, Kevin Gausman retired 17 in a row until Will Smith hit the home run in the 7th inning. A couple batters later, Max Muncy followed with a home run as well. Let's hear from Muncy in Toronto right now with David Vassay.
All right, Max, you even up the series. We talked before the game. There was no sense of panic in you or the team.
No, not at all. Last night was obviously a dud, but it happens sometimes. We just ran into an offense that was really hot. And tonight, Yama was able to shut him down. We were able to get some runs on the board for him, give him a little support, and make those last couple innings a little bit easier for him.
What can you say about Yamamoto? Did he pitch you back into the World Series tonight?
Sure, if that's what you want to say. But, he was just absolutely incredible. He was, it's 2 starts in a row where, he gave leadoff homer last time, and then today he threw 20, 25 pitches in the first inning. I don't know what the number was. I know it was a lot. And then in order to keep his pitch count down and complete an entire game, it's just really, really impressive. Nothing seems to faze him, and it's really fun watching him pitch.
How masterful was he? Do we fully appreciate how he navigated the early couple of innings to be able to finish the game?
Well, I know we do. I don't know if everyone else does. It's really, really fun to watch him pitch. He really has an idea of what he wants to do. He executes his pitches, and nothing seems to faze him. All he thinks about is how he's going to execute his next pitch and how he's going to navigate the at-bat.
I had a front row seat to you and Will's home run inside the left field foul pole. Did you feel like Gausman's pitches were being left up in that inning? Did you take anything away from the previous at-bats?
He was really executing his splitter today. We got some good swings off on the fastball. We just weren't hitting it, and he left a couple up that inning, and we were able to get to it.
Happy flight back to L.A. Tied 1-1 in the World Series, Muncy.
Absolutely.
Thank you for stopping.
Of course.
There he goes.
I had a choice.
There he goes. Max Muncy, who did not have a hit in last year's World Series, has 2, none bigger than his home run to help the Dodgers win tonight.
Thanks, Stevie. That was a big home run by Max Muncy. It was great that you had Will Smith, Nomar, to give the Dodgers the lead. But then your called shot, Max Muncy gave them that little bit of breathing room there for Yoshinobu Yamamoto in the 7th.
And also, it was with 2 outs once again. There's a big run in the first inning, as we were mentioning, to get that 2-out RBI. And then Max Muncy also was able to come in with that home run with 2 outs right after Will Smith hits that home run earlier in that inning. Teo strikes out, but Max Muncy here, where the Blue Jays may say, okay, I'm only going to give up 1 run here, get out of this, and only be down by 1. Now, all of a sudden, they find themselves down by 2, and the hill is a little bit bigger to climb, especially when you know the opposing pitcher is throwing the way he's doing. So that was really big swing, nice swing by Max Muncy, going the other way, driving it out of the ballpark. And I think it really also got the whole offense going like, okay, guys, here we are. This is us. Let's manufacture some more runs, good quality at-bats. And they did that the following inning.
What an approach there from Max Muncy. What an at-bat. And I think the Dodgers were really struggling right before Will Smith with the 4-seam fastball. I know we talked about it earlier. Will Smith gets something he could drive. A great job of the home run. And Max Muncy stays on that 4-seam fastball. But the approach, I'm going to go the other way with the fastball, stay on top and get some backspin. If he throws that split, which is nasty, I'm going to try to cover it. Able to cover kind of both those pitches and drive that pitch over the wall. Great at-bats.
5-1 Dodgers take down the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 2. Let's go back to Toronto and hear from Kike Hernandez with Kirsten Watson.
Kike, first and foremost, this Yoshinobu Yamamoto, what can you just say about what he's been able to do on this mound, especially this postseason?
He's the man. He's the man. That's why everybody wanted him last year when he was trying to come over to the U.S., and he's worth every penny. He showed it. The amount of growth he showed in the last 2 years for a guy that, accomplished pretty much everything over there, is pretty impressive. He looks like he's been there, done that a lot, which he has, because that guy's been winning his entire career, and it shows.
This offense, how you guys have been able to build to innings. When you guys made the adjustments to Kevin Gausman, what is a big swing, whether it's from Will Smith or Max Muncy? How can that boost the offense moving forward?
Willie gave us the lead, twice. Those were huge swings. Last 2 nights, it's been tough. It's been tough to score, and they've done a great job. Their pitching staff has done a great job, but tonight we didn't lose confidence in ourselves, and we kept going. And obviously Willie, with the game he had, unbelievable. Not